It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Brock Purdy. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the 49ers and the Texans on Sunday Night Primetime.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Well, the numbers for Pierce last week. 18 carries, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because those big guys up front are doing work. But now, the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him out of the end zone in this one.
From the gun on third down. Keenan got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third down, Keenan. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
They go play action here. Purdy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
The partner of this offense, 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. They too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night, 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchises undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's third year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Purdy.
Complete. Richardson has it. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
Here's Purdy. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Justin Jefferson.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now this defense for the Niners, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down.
Keenan, a quick throw there is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
That's taken at around the 40. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10. Got a man open. It's Chase.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Purdy off the play fake. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
To throw on second down. Keenan. That is caught by Dell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Keenan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You look at this Niner defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
3rd down and 13.
Back to throw. Keenan.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Texans 1st down.
Give left side for Pierce. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st down, Houston.
They go again with Pierce. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Looking to throw. Keenan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Off play action. Keenan sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Up the middle they go. Dupree. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 23.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
11 more on that one and another 1st down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Here's Walker.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Come on now. Over the middle, zone coverage where all the eyes are back to the quarterback so they see the ball thrown. How did they get that completed?
Well, they got the hand on it. They tipped it. Just a lucky play for the offense, right?
It was, and for the...
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Kyle Pitts from 4 yards out. And the Niners add 6 to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Dameon Pierce taking the field with the rest of the Texans offense.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Keenan got a man. It's Collins complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Dupree.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
10 more there and another 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Keenan.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Niners will take over here just shy of the 30.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Matt Ariza now on to punt this one away.
And this will be taken at the 13. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Keenan.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown 49ers. Jamar Chase, 31 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And now out comes Houston. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again.
Trent McDuffie getting the chance to blitz and finishing it off with his sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Taken from just outside the 30.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And maybe a chance.
It's a foot race. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw. Quick slant caught by Chase.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Purdy looking to throw.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Purdy bootlegging it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about what the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at about the 28.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the counter, it's Walker.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Ken Walker
With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the 49ers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Throwing here, Purdy. Middle of the field to Jefferson.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running left is Walker.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stopped him behind the line for the 2nd straight play.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And this one looks good. It is right down the pipe. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here we go on 4th down. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Keenan. That's complete to Dell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2 yards on the play. 1st down, Texans.
Back to throw. Keenan. That's complete to Wicks. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Play action. Now Purdy. Now he's forced out right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, Almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Purdy.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone.
Touchdown 49ers! From 6 yards away.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Texans 3.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the Texans 1st down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Caught left side. Here's Dell.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Pickup with 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. 3rd and 12.
Operating from the gun, Keenan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense can very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Purdy off the play fake.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
And the Texans set to come onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Keenan.
He'll complete this one to Collins.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
To throw on second down. Keenan.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Operating from the gun, Keenan. Under pressure, they got him again. Nick Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Keenan. And he's going to go down again.
Aiden Hutchinson.
The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This is taken at the 15. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2nd down and a yard. From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now a run with Walker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.